Due to the nature of this program, listener aggression is advised.
Hey, I'm Carla. I'm Heidi.
And we're the Butcher Baby.
This is Charlie Scene.
Yo, what's up? This is AJ from Fire from the Gods.
This is Rich Ward, the Duke of Metal from Fozzy.
Saddam Leader from In Search of Sun.
This is Beefcake the Mighty from Guam.
And Postulus Maximus.
Ahoy, this is Chris from Maelstrom.
Yo, what's up? This is J-Dog from Hollywood Undead.
Hi, this is Ash Costello from New Year's Day.
This is Tommy Vex from the Bad Wolves.
This is Joe from Dead.
Brutality! And I'll tell you now to stay fucking metal, yeah! Aftershock Festival, it is time.
Wake up! Wake up! Everybody's going to the party, have a real good time.
Monster Energy's Aftershock. October 13th and 14th at Sacramento's Discovery Park.
What's up? This is Sam Rivers from Sleepkillers.
And this is Damon from Sleepkillers. And you are listening to Honest Brutality.
Hey everybody, it is Evil with Honest Brutality, live at 2018 Aftershock Festival, and I have some guys with me that are doing some pretty interesting shit. And actually, this guy and I have been friends for a little while, but we'll talk about that. All right, so gentlemen, let's introduce yourselves and what you do respectively in the band Sleepkillers.
My name's Damien Starkey, and I sing for Sleepkillers.
I'm Sam Rivers, and I play the bass for Sleepkillers.
Now, most people probably at this point are like, "Who are Sleepkillers? Who are these guys? Sleepkillers, right?" I mean, so are you?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
exactly.
So that's kind of what we're doing here, though. We're going to talk about this new project that you guys have developed. I want to just get this whole elephant in the room out of the way, though. Because you guys could be misconstrued as a supergroup. I mean, all of you guys have spent time and done time and have tenure with a lot of pretty A-list bands.
You just made it seem like we were in prison or something.
We kind of were.
We spent some time.
We kind of were.
I call him like I see him, man.
Shit.
No, obviously, I don't know. I think the whole supergroup thing's kind of cheesy, but yes, it's beautiful to have fans from other projects that you've been a part of that you can tap into, and hopefully they like this stuff too. That's like with anything else, man.
We like it.
Well, I like it too. You guys sent the music over, and I had an honest moment of wow, which I listen to a lot of music, as you guys know. And it takes something special to kind of stop us in our tracks with what we do. And here's the thing about what I heard, and my take on it was it felt really genuine. Like you were trying to write genuine rock songs that came from the heart. It didn't feel contrived. It didn't feel like you were trying to shove it into a box to sound like somebody else, or even to sound like maybe one of the bands that somebody came from. So you want to reflect on that?
Sure. I think this was our first opportunity to actually just do music because we wanted to do it. Any of the other projects that we've ever been a part of, we at some point you have to start doing it because, your label's on you. Your management company wants to know when the next single's coming out. They, all these people, put all this pressure on you to, to produce and do all these things. And this is the first time where it's like, you know what? Screw all that. Like, we're doing this because we want to do it. We're making songs that we like, and we feel that strong about it. So that means that there's probably going to be a lot of other people that'll like it too. And to me, that's no greater gratification than just doing something because you want to and doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah, I mean, me and Damon having fun writing all this material, and being able to get out and release just ourselves, for fun. I think that that's going to cater to so many more people out there, knowing that this is kind of, it's from the heart, and just seeing is believing. Oh, there's Guar.
Yeah, they're all over the place out there. Yeah. I got killed by him earlier.
Yeah, you were talking about that a little bit.
Yeah, they actually.
But
yeah, no, I'm an apparition.
Yeah, but
look at that guy's got a G-string on. Did you see that?
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw his butt. Anyway, so you guys mentioned something before we sat down to do this in the recorded fashion about all coming from the same area and knowing each other for a long time. So that's kind of how this came to be?
Yeah, I mean, we've been friends for 20 plus years, and so yeah, I mean, it was kind of we've all hung out, like I said, been friends forever, and finally Sam and I were just kind of like, hey, you want to jam? You want to get together and just write? No expectations, no nothing. Like, it was, I think, the first time in a long time where we actually had the opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, we've been in other bands and traveling and dealing with schedules and all those things all the time. It was kind of one of the first opportunities for us to be like, you know what? Yeah, yes, let's sit down. Why not? See how it goes. One song turned into 2, into 3, into 5, into 10, into, and it just kind of developed organically, which is, to me, a beautiful thing.
Yep. It's weird how things work, though.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just, just a jam session turned into a band like that.
That quick.
Yeah.
Well, so I could kind of relate. Myself and my co-host, we were musicians for 20 plus years before we decided we would try to do something different. We would try to get back to the bands, the things that we didn't have. So that's why we started this whole platform. And it's amazing how many times I hear that same concept of, well, I've known this guy a long time, but we've never worked together, or we've never really done anything, built something together.
Sometimes I think when you're already playing music for a living, it's like the last thing that we want to talk about, like when we're not touring, is music or touring. We want to talk about like our cats and dogs and kids and football and whatever, anything that has to do with. Like, how was that tour? It was good. It was a tour. There was like people and we played songs. I don't know. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, we want to talk about everything else other than that. So I think you have to find yourself in a certain place to be even ready to like sit down and work on anything, because once again, like, no matter how cool your job is, eventually it becomes work. And I think that's what we strive for in this project, is like, we don't want it to feel like work. We want to just keep doing this because we want to, and that's it, and that's gratifying. That's cool to us.
As far as coming from these other bands that you were in and being a part of them and now being a part of this project, what does that look like in the writing process? Do you guys kind of equally lay that on the table and let everybody contribute, or is there like one master songwriter? How do you approach it?
There's just 2 of us, so it's me and him in a room, and that's basically where the magic for Sleepkillers is. And we kind of kept it that way. We love writing with each other. Like, when we get in a room, every time we're gonna have fun, and we know we're probably gonna walk away with 3 killer songs.
We started just talking about the things that we were into, like, growing up and stuff. We love Helmet, and we love Quicksand, and we love, you know what I mean? Like, we love all these bands, and it's like, man, let's just do something.
Guy.
Well, but it's like, when I think about those bands, it's like they weren't trying to write a hit single. You know what I mean? They weren't trying to do none of that. They were just writing shit that they liked and they were into, and that's what we want to do. Just do that. You know what I mean? Because that feels good. You know what I mean? That it's awesome to us.
Yeah.
Just to dig into it and let it be organic. We're not forcing it. We're not expecting anything crazy of ourselves.
Some of the bands that we've worked with, that's the common thread. The bands that like really seem to stand out, that's exactly what they're doing, is writing music that they love, music that they want to hear, that they want to play.
Well, and let's be honest, everyone's going to like shove you in a box somewhere. I mean, we could sit here and say that, we try to do something different or do something whatever. There's going to be fans. There's going to be Limp Bizkit fans or Saliva fans or Puddle of Mudd fans or whoever fans. They're going to be like, oh, that sounds like da-da-da or this or that or whatever. And that's fine. I mean, it's like kind of human condition. We got to like conceptualize it somehow, which that's fine. But, at the end of the day, we just want to do things that we thought was cool and never let that be tainted, and continue to do that, as we move into even our, future recordings and stuff.
Yeah, and a big thing for us too is not so much a grassroots approach, but in a sense, yeah, because we've both been in the industry for a long time, and I've been burnt as well. We know what it feels like to be burnt. We've seen the upsides and the downsides. And so, I mean, a big thing is for us just to go have fun, and you know what? We don't need a label. We don't need anybody. We're going to do this on our own and see what happens.
That's awesome. So you guys plan on being DIY throughout the whole process?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, dude, there's so much awesome resources out there for bands these days. I almost think in a lot of ways it's foolish to not do it. Now, don't get me wrong, like, everyone needs help, need a publicist, or you need some people to help you market things and do different aspects that is more difficult for you to do on your own. But there's so much of it that you can do on your own and effectively do on your own, especially if you already have a fan base to tap into. That obviously helps, but for us it's more like, why would we get a label right now? Why do that? It doesn't make sense for us currently. And I think it's cool. The more bands that I see doing it that way, I think that's inspiring. I think that's going to be the next music industry is going to continue to go that way.
I agree. And let's not mince words. You guys get to keep more of your money, right?
Yeah,
if there's any to be made, right? So I mean, there is that.
But having full creative control too is like the key.
Right. No, this is great stuff. And if you guys will have our help, my help, Honest Brutality is 125% behind you guys. We'll help you any way that we can. We look forward to working with you more in the near future. In the meantime, what are the plans for Sleepkillers as far as music that's going to be released? When? How? Is it an EP, an album? Where can they find you, contact you, all of that good stuff?
Right now we've got a single coming out November 2nd. That's along with a video. And then January 25th, we're dropping the record. And we're still
working on more content and videos in between that time, too.
Yep.
Which, by the way, your videos are super polished, look really good. Did you guys do all that yourself? Is that also DIY?
No, I mean, we hired a director to do it, but yeah.
I did it.
Is that right?
No.
Handsome devil you.
I wish.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of Honest Brutality, and I hope you're enjoying Aftershock this year.
Yes, we are.
So let's go catch some mans and have some drinks, huh? All right.
All right.
Let's do it.